Hi everyone and welcome. And today I'm going to be talking about the reason why I most of the time talk about TechnoTutor and why you should use it to educate your children. So we live in a world where many times parents don't know what to do when it comes to the education of their child. They understand that something is not right, that something is wrong with the current education system, but they do not necessarily know what to do about it. And the reason why I'm talking about children specifically in this video is because I've been talking a lot about like how to change yourself, how to reprogram yourself, how to be more confident, build your self-esteem and stuff like that. And the thing is that we as an adult are just grown-up children. And because we grew up in an environment that wasn't really best for us, we then developed that lack of self-esteem, lack of self-confidence, and lack in beliefs in ourselves. And right now, we have to develop those traits, those skills, or those attitudes, or those character in order for us to actually live the life that we want to live. But if we understand that, so why don't we start, for those who have children or who would like to have children, why don't we start then with them so that they do not have later on to go through what we are going through right now as an adult? Because a child is just a child is going to become an adult. A child, when it develops, is going to become an adult. And if you do not direct his education, well, he's gonna just turn out just like you. And that's definitely not going to be the best way. So the reason why I'm talking about that is because, like, how many times like have you learned something and forget about it, like, straight up, right? So and we then now have children that are using the program, the TechnoTutor, and they're really like, they're just so smart and so geniuses. And if you think about it, we have stuff that we need to know in order to live, like mathematics, physics, chemistry, and all those things that we need to know. But if you learn them and you forget about them, like, how are you going to be able to actually live a better, like a good life, specifically mathematics and physics? These are the two subjects that if you do not understand them, I can guarantee you that you're going to have like a lot of challenges in your life. And the reason why, first of all, mathematics is we live in a world where we use money to trade. So if you do not understand mathematics, and when it's mathematics, it's not just about the numbers, but I'm specifically talking about the numbers. Like, we hate mathematics, but at the same time, we want to make more money, which is just mathematics when you look at it. It's just money. You have to count, you have to, okay, like which number is getting in, which number is getting out, and stuff like that. So it's a lot of numbers. And because we hate mathematics, that means there are so many points in our life when it comes to money that we avoid because we don't understand it. And same thing with physics. We live in a physical world, so it has physical laws that we need to understand in order for us to be effective in this world. So because we don't understand all those points, we end up not really being that effective because we just don't know. And when we try to learn it, we forget it like 2 days later. And then we say, oh, it's never worked out for me, I will just give up. The thing is that you need to use the natural learning ability that your child still has to actually educate them effectively. And TechnoTutor helps you then, when they are still at that young age, to teach them to structure their vocabulary so that they can actually understand those things without having to memorize them. And I know some parents are going to be saying, no, I want my child to have fun, to enjoy life. I don't want them to start now to learn. Two things, if you still have that mindset, is that the first thing is that you have to understand that if you are not directing your child's education, someone else is doing it. I don't know who is doing that, but if you were to spend time together, I would probably know who is educating your child. It's either you, the TV, or the people around your child, like your neighbors, right? So, and this is also the same way that we have been educated. And if we were educated in this way and we do not 100% like the result, So that means we should look at like other ways to improve it, not to repeat the same thing and then later on like complain about it, right? So if you like have that mindset that I don't want to impose anything to my child, I just want them to be a child and then just play around, then first thing is that if you're not directing their education, someone is doing it. And the second thing is that if your child speaks, that means you taught them how to speak. My point is, your child will never know how to do anything if you don't teach them how to do it. You teach them how to sit properly on the table, how to hold a spoon, how to speak, how to brush their teeth. You teach them every single thing. And the reason why they learn so fast when they're still young is because they still have their natural learning ability. And that's why you also need to capitalize on it to teach them stuff that actually matter for them. And you may say, but yeah, if I take that, I'm gonna spend like 3 hours teaching them. I don't even understand it myself. You don't have to understand it, and you don't need like 4 to 5 hours to be teaching them that. In the program, everything is already in there, and your child needs maybe like 5 to 10 minutes a day, and that's it. And we are seeing like great result about that. So I'm gonna put like a little clip about a child. He's about 6 years old, and he's been using it since he's like 10 months. And you're gonna see just how amazing his vocabulary and his way of thinking is so developed. So here comes a clip.
That most 10-year-olds won't know.
You're asking me, or are you thinking about it?
I'm asking you.
6.5 times 2.
6.5 times 13.
How'd you get that?
Well, look, what's 6 plus 6? We'll start with that.
What is
12. So now half plus half is 1. So we just add the 1. 12. It's easy. Just same as 12 plus 1.
That makes sense. I wonder if you could do 3/4 plus 3/4.
3/4 plus 3/4. 1.5.
How did you get that?
No, I just took off one of the fourths from the second 3/4 and put it to the other 3/4, and I got a half from the second 3/4, and then I just had 1 left over. So I do 1.5.
That's pretty good. Okay. That was good.
That's good.
Let me ask you a little bit more challenging one. I don't know if you can do this.
Yes.
2x minus 4. 2x minus 4 is 6.
2x minus 4 is 6. So what do you think with x? What's 2x?
Yeah, 2x minus 4 equals 6.
What's 2x?
I'm asking you what x is. Oh no, yeah, x, not 2x. What is x? But you could figure out what is 2x first. What would 2x be?
Minus 4 is 6. Okay, let's just add a number, a random number. Wait. Minus 4 is 6. 2x minus 4 is 6.
So what is 2x?
Well, there are different things you could do.
But do you know the process to solve it, or one process to solve it?
No, I just want to do it myself.
Oh, okay.
Minus 4 is 6. Minus 4 is 6. 6 equals 5.
How did you do that?
Look, you see what I did? I said
was
mine.
pretty good.
So I said 10 minus 4 is 6. So 10 must be 2x.
Okay.
So then x is 5.
Wow.
Because that's half of 10.
Amazing. That was so good.
10 minus 5 is
You did all that in your mind.
yes.
That's incredible.
Okay, well, got all just that.
Wow. Wow. Tell everyone your name and how old you are.
Okay. So my name. Well, I already told them my name.
You did? Okay.
But I did tell you that I was 5 years old. Only 5. I'm almost 6.
When will you be 6?
October 26th, 24.
And it's not quite October yet, so about a month, basically. A little bit less than a month, right?
So as you can see, it doesn't look like something that he has memorized, because sometimes parents say, yeah, but I know that he just memorized it and then just repeat it and he doesn't even understand it. As you can see, he's thinking about it, and after that he's being asked, okay, how did you solve the problem? And he's able to explain it, like, this is what I did. So this is what we call understanding. This is what we call education. It's not just about learning a bunch of facts, but to actually learn the tools and the vocabulary that's going to help you then to understand things around you, because things are always changing. And if you learn something now, a fact, 2 years later, or maybe sometimes 2 months later, it's outdated. You don't need that anymore. But what you need is the tools so that you can always find your way out no matter the situation. So this is what we talk about, or this is what I talk about when I say actually use these tools to educate your child. It's because, and that's the first part, for them to know, to understand things like physics, mathematics, chemistry and stuff like that. And another point is to actually build their self-esteem, their self-confidence, and their belief in themselves, right? Because as you saw on that video, that child, he's not shy, he's not scared, he's not afraid, he's just being him. He trusts himself, he has self-esteem, he has all those qualities, those high value that we adults lack. This is the key part of what we are doing with this tool, is to allow a child to actually type into those things that we wish for ourselves. How to be better confident, how to like yourself, how to be happy. As you can see, he's having tremendous fun doing that. Right? So this is that second point that's really key, that you need this tool to develop that in your child, so that your child doesn't have to go through all those hurdles that you yourself have been going through in your life. So when I talk about that, I know I talk a lot, like I said, I talk a lot about using this tool to change your mindset, reprogram yourself, but you only need to reprogram yourself because the way you have been programmed is not helping you. So now you need to reprogram it. But for a child, because they are still not programmed, you can then program them to be whatever it is that you want them to become. Yes, you actually have to take the initiative to program your child so that it becomes what you want it to be. Because if you are not doing it, like I said, someone else is doing it. Because when your child starts coming and telling you, oh, I want to be a doctor, or I want to be a pilot, they saw it somewhere. It's not coming from the sky. They saw it somewhere. They saw it somewhere and they were like, oh, I want to be like that. So if you do not direct that and giving them actually the tools, the vocabulary, so that they can understand so many things around them and then decide what they want to do by themselves, someone else is gonna make that choice for them, right? So that's why it's really important, it's really crucial to use that when they're still young, to program them, to build them, so that they can then later on become really someone that you wish you were as an adult. This is really what we are talking about. So imagine yourself being able to program your child so that so that they are limitless. The amount of stuff that they can get done is just amazing, right? So that's it for this one, why it's important to use this tool to educate your child. And if you want to know more about it, or if you don't even know, okay, I don't know if it's going to work for my child, or I don't know if I can do it, or I don't know if my child's going to use it, all those points, it's okay, just send me a message and we can have a conversation to see where you are at, where your child is at, and how we can then use it to work together. So just send me a message and then we can figure it out. And yeah, that's it for this one. Comment, share, mostly share the video, because by sharing you don't know who you are helping, you don't know who is actually now looking for this. So share it, and see you on another one. Bye bye.